It's Tuesday, June 18th, 2019. Bitcoin bears have been denied and denied again. Are the bulls ready to rage? We're going to check our indicators, and at the end of this video, I'm going to show you two charts that give you the definitive answer. Should you be holding Bitcoin or should you be holding altcoins? This is the 24 hours of Bitcoin. I invite you to pause the video to read through the disclaimer because this is just market observation, not trading advice. We focus on education with this channel, and this week we are hosting a Bitcoin trading contest or an altcoin trading contest with Altcoin Fantasy. I invite you to add your email to the link below to get add your email to the link below to get a copy of our free trading plan and to get more details about that trading contest. It's only on this week, and you can win real Bitcoin and prizes for being in the top and even just for being a random entrant. Now, let's jump into the charts. So we're looking at the relative strength index easing off as we are going through here. So we have equal highs and a diverging RSI as we are observing last show. And then when we went to the on balance volume, we were saying, yeah, it is diverging. It's got less on balance buying volume on this chart. And that's kind of a negative divergence, but each one of them isn't definitive on their own. The main thing is to be watching, is this a top formation? So we have the 1, 2, 3 top formation, and here the bears were denied. Prices came down. It looked like it was going to go out of this top formation, but they were denied. Then the top formation matured, and we just saw now another rundown on increasing selling. So even though the bears were denied and the prices have bounced up a little bit here, it's not looking good right now. Now, I don't know if it's going to go up from here or not, but what I do look for is this kind of divergence on a 1, 2, 3 top formation where we have good buying, not bad buying, and then we have a considerably different pattern here. So I just want to observe that and note it. The main thing, well, the next thing I want to look at is the MACD indicator. And we noticed this on the show last time, that this had the first crossover. This is the earliest leading indicator that I've been using. If you know of a more leading indicator than the MACD, I want your comments in the description down below or in the live chat right now. Hey there, pothead. Good to have you along. Now, in the live chat, I'm going to share a link to our Discord chat. This is the place to come and connect up, get to know the guys who are hanging out there regularly. We talk about this stuff all the time. Now, let's zoom in on this MACD indicator. Actually, I wanted to zoom in, into the 4-hour time frame. So it's weakening off here, and at the very bottom, it's showing potential for strength. This has to cross over. The histograms have to go positive for this to continue on. For the bears, for the bulls to have the rage they need to bring this up. This is a requirement. We'll have to see this happening. I could leave this chart open and just watch this, and as that happens, I would know. Leave the chart just like this. I would know when the Bitcoin prices are taking off. This would tell me if they are taking off. Now I want to zoom in on a little bit closer time frame because this is where some of the most decisions are made, right at the tip of the train, right at the very front. So as this crossover is happening, then I want to go and see, is there on balance selling here and less selling here on the 15-minute time frame. So now I go back to this chart, zoom into the 15-minute time frame, and we do see selling, and a considerable amount of buying up out of this. So it still leaves the question open and generally feeling like a top formation. So you have to have a strategy in advance of what are you going to do when a top formation breaks. When it comes up, you've got to have your strategy ready in advance. Otherwise, you'll be looking back afterwards and saying, oh, if only I'd known that, what a difference it would have made. So if you don't have a strategy on what to do on this top formation, write one out, get a plan going so that you know what you should be doing in this trade, and then compare against it afterwards. For my own part, we'll see at the end of this video, I think this is still staging to go higher yet. Is incredible and unthinkable as it is. So let's continue on here. We're looking at the MACD indicator. We zoomed into the close range to see the difference between the 4 hour, which was crossing over and looking negative, and then zooming into the 1 hour to see that it's looking like it may be crossing to the positive, and talked about the requirements there. And then into the 15-minute view to see that it's already crossed here. And now we'll watch this play out over time. The next thing I want to go over is the Ichimoku Cloud, and zoom out the 12-hour time frame. We did have the cross. It's okay. It looks good. Zoom into the 4-hour time frame. We haven't had a cross to the negative. We haven't had any negative indicators on this, even though it's in this top formation, 1, 2, 3 top formation. It hasn't yet given any indicator that this is a full top formation yet. It's giving it lots of room to come back into this cloud and have flexibility on this. Now, if I zoom into the 1 hour time frame, now it's getting different. We do have the crossover. It's poked through the cloud. It's twisted to negative. So this is kind of agreeing with the MACD indicator that this has topped. And should it come back through the cloud here again, that's pretty negative. Definitely something to be paying attention to. That's in the 1 hour time frame. We'll go into the 15-minute just for a double check on it. Sure enough, it's worked its way through the cloud from being on top of the cloud to working through on top. Now it's below and bouncing off of it. So again, more lows from here. I would expect a good Fibonacci retrace. But now let's go on to the last couple slides here. This is Bitcoin dominance over on the weekly view, so that we get a long-term perspective from March of 2017, where we had the big bull run in altcoins. During this time, Bitcoin dominance really slid off big time, and alts took off. But also during this time, Bitcoin prices went from $1,000 to $3,000. So Bitcoin prices went up while dominance was dropping. And of course, all of the altcoin bag holders are hoping for something like this again. And so as we zoom in on this to see what is happening in the prices now, in the Bitcoin dominance now, from April the 1st till May 13th, we had this run up. And then on June the 13th, we had this bottom and we had this run up in Bitcoin dominance. Now, as I'm zooming in on this Bitcoin dominance chart, I'm looking to see, is this a top formation that is going to break down lower? Or is this a consolidation pattern that is going to break out higher? This chart is one of the two main things that's going to tell you, should you be holding Bitcoin or should you be holding altcoins? And that little tick going more positive there is less likely, less good to be holding altcoins. As Bitcoin dominance goes up, all of the altcoins are losing ground against the whole market. And Bitcoin's in the news. Altcoins are still background. Here's the long-term chart of altcoin market cap versus dominance. And it's virtually inverse of what Bitcoin dominance chart is. So here's March 2017 till July 2017, when alts did so well and they took right off. Then December till January 2018, and then our big long downtrend until where we are now, where we're looking for that bottom of the downtrend, the 1, 2, 3 bottom formation and the turnaround, so that the alts are the place to put your money in. And when that happens, this is going to show us. We're going to see this going up. That's what that tells us, is the overall average altcoin market is going up. So if I zoom in on this now again, it'll also tell us the same thing, that if Bitcoin dominance breaks higher, this is going to break lower. And it's not a good idea to be holding your altcoins on average. They are going to go down against Bitcoin. How much? Impossible to say. There's no way to know. There's no way to know, but of course we can always do these estimations with the Fibonacci and support and resistance levels. And the last support and resistance level is considerably down further from where we were before in altcoins. Now we're doing a long-term study of altcoins over on the other channel, and I'm going to do that live stream here this afternoon. And we're going to go through all of the coins on Poloniex and update our bull market watch spreadsheet. You can see the last time we updated it, it went to considerably more bearish. But as we went through the scan, you can see our color-coded scan here of the bullishness or bearishness. You can see that there are many coins that have failed now to new lows that they hadn't been to before. And that is very bearish for our overall altcoin. This is the evidence of that altcoin slide. You can see the orange and the red are the sells and near sells in the altcoins. So I'm going to go and do that other live stream and really get the data on how are the altcoins doing compared to Bitcoin. We'll see the very same thing, I'm imagining, that when this is breaking its way one way or the other, our data should show us exactly the same thing, that indeed it should back that up, that all the altcoins are breaking down below 1, 2, 3 formations. They are breaking down to new lows as Bitcoin is taking off to new highs. So should this Bitcoin dominance on this small time frame start to break above this consolidation, it's meaning that Bitcoin prices are taking off further out of this consolidation, and that we are still haven't seen the beginning of the big parabolic move upward. And the $12,000 is, easily within reach when we're looking at a chart like this and what's going on. And at the same time, $6,000 is just as within reach. When we're looking at a chart like this, we can see how volatile this can be. So tricky times, but certainly tricky times for holding altcoins while Bitcoin is showing this kind of pressure and this kind of dominance. I hope this has been helpful for you, and if you like this kind of analysis, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit that bell icon so that you get a notification when the next episode is up. I don't do it at the same time each day, and sometimes not for a couple days. If the market, like when we did this video here and we were saying that it's going up from here, and it's going up and it's going up, I'm just waiting for a change to make another video. So it's a couple days I missed there, but hit that bell icon and you'll get notification of the next video. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll wrap it up here with until the next episode of the 24 Hours of Bitcoin. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my videos here on YouTube, you may also enjoy my newsletter. Begin by downloading the most important trading strategy we teach, and then once a week I send out an inspiring email about making your money work for you by micro-trading cryptocurrencies. You can sign up for that over at digitalcurrencytraders.com. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.